Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the NDA Podcast. This is where Sketchcraft, Rob D, I will be drawing work I can't share. NDA work, right? So right now I'm working on Spawn Kills Every Spawn, the 5-issue miniseries launching this summer. And so I can't share what I'm working on because obviously it ruined the comic. But what I will be doing is streaming while I work, and then behind me I'm going to play some speed videos of artwork I did in the past. Tonight it's going to be part 2 of Sonic the Hedgehog color pencil. It was a triptych I did a few years back. You can see the final versions on my DeviantArt, my Instagram, my Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Little Rob. Watch this. We're going to go Little Rob. Oh my god, there I am. And then I'm going to turn this on. All right. Cool. Let me get to it then. We're going to be streaming for about 2 hours tonight. That's the goal. So what you're seeing here is I mostly use polychromos. This is a Prismacolor pencil. They have a few Prismacolors are really good. There's a few colors in there that polychromos doesn't have, and this is like a skin tone, which is really good. The Prismacolor. I use a couple of little like creams and mints, really lighter colors. But this is mostly polychromos color pencil, and I'm coloring this on B marker paper. Any kind of marker paper will do. It's a slicker surface, picks up all the little ticks and stuff, all the little color pencil ticks. And I'm doing this over red line art that I drew digitally, and then I shaded it in red pencil. All right, I'm gonna get to it. Sitting on my foot, so I need to not do that. Oh, and look, the microphone's hot. That's a polychromos. Oh wait, maybe that was polychromos. I thought that looked like. Nope, that's polychromos. Never mind. I thought that was. I do use a Prismacolor skin tone. Hey, what's up, Joel? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's basically two big blues and a light Prismacolor cream, and then one dark indigo blue. So maybe 3 blues. Mostly it's that you see there. I did a base color with that one. Is it for a video game comp? This was a commission I did a few years back. I want to say 2019, right before COVID. So I did it was a 3-piece. I do offer them as prints for time to time. I don't have anything in my store right now. I'm building a new store. I had to take down my Etsy because they were taking 40% of every sale and not bringing me any new sales. So kind of a ripoff. But so on the left is Knuckles and on the right is Tails. And you can see the final piece up on my DeviantArt or my art station. Sketchcraft.com will take you right there. You can see how it turned out. But they link up and they're all like their own individual print. So it's super nice. You can put them on a wall. And, yeah. I'm hoping to get that store back up by the end of the month. But I need to do a lot of redesigning on my new site. So I don't know. You know? Nothing ever gets done fast. I was friends with the IDW guys when they got the Sonic license, but they weren't. I sent them samples, you know. I sent them this stuff. They didn't seem too interested in doing anything. Oh well. That David Marionette. Not there anymore, but he was at the time. Hey, what's up, JB? Been a while. I'm currently working on Spawn Kills Every Spawn. A 5-issue limited series coming out this summer. And we're watching a old Sonic piece I did a few years back. Oh, come on. Photoshop just crashed on me. Always working. Yeah. So I've been doing this for the last year, and just been getting like bummed out I can't stream, you know. So I came up with this idea to stream my old art while I'm working on my new art, and then we can all chat, right? Because I got like over 1,000 live stream videos sitting in there, so I'm just downloading them and putting them together and speeding them up, and then playing them back here. So, and the cool part is I can rotate through, right? Like people, because you guys ain't gonna see everything, you know, so I can replay them over and over again, versus being like, I made a video once, it's there. Like, who cares? This way we can all hang out. Cool part was I just figured out I'm using Streamlabs OBS to stream, but I have old regular OBS still on my computer, and I figured out today I can record on old OBS my screen while I'm working this, so I didn't realize this until now, so I can record the pages while I draw them. I really wish I had figured that out a year ago, because I would have recorded the whole damn comic. But whatever. That's definitely best Sonic drum. Oh, well, thank you, Joe. I really appreciate it. Yeah, this isn't like I mean this one page took 12 hours to do. Color pencil's a slow process, including the background, not just Sonic. Most of it, his head took a while, but the rest of the body was pretty fast, but the background took forever. So like I could certainly do this style, but I just can't do it with backgrounds because they take forever in color pencil, you know. I am working on looser, scribblier stuff for backgrounds though, so we'll see when we get around. I'll have to play with some stuff, but I'm trying to stay away from that in the future. But yeah, it was super fun. I kind of took it as a challenge because when I did this, I had just done this Dragon Ball tribute piece that took me like 100 hours for this video game magazine, and they were super nice, but they would complain that I was drawing things too angularly, and which I do tend to lean angularly when I draw. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna draw a round Sonic, you know, nice round smooth shapes. So it turns out if I want to draw clean and round, I got to do it digitally. I can't. My hand naturally draws like angles and straight edges. It's probably because I learned how to draw up my arm so much, and I learned, you know, going left to right, and I don't really do a lot of that. So it's probably what it is. Some of this is a trip, man. Color pencil, like those gloves, like I have the red shade, but then I'm putting that light blue over, which gives it that grayish blue tint, you know? The cool part about color pencil is you don't have to use a gray. You can use different colors and chromatically get to where you want to get. hue or value wise. I thought the tails came out pretty good too. Like I made his tail really look like it was spinning, you know? So I did like this like intentionally drawn smear. Diligence, when the Spawn comics out and Todd gives us okay, will you show that on your stream? Yeah, also what I'm gonna do, man. Not every page, because I kind of already did some. So typically when I draw like comics and stuff, what I did in the past was I used to do all my lines digitally, like not digitally but like the roughies digitally, and I would print out and draw it traditionally with red pencil and ink, because I draw on pens. I don't really draw on pencil, and then I would scan that in and do final digital inks over that, like good cleanup. But I didn't have any time for that with this, so what I've done is I do my lines digitally so I can get the pages done and I move on. And then in my free time, I've been printing out my final lines and manually inking them so I have the pages. So I'll definitely stream some of that stuff. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, I'm already on issue 4. I just realized now I can do the screen recording thing while I'm working. I wasn't screen recording before because I was just nervous, you know, but I will definitely for all of issue 5 have that, you know. And I'm letting you know the art's getting better per issue. It's not getting worse. So hey, what's up, Mario? Whatever. I'm recording the Spawn stuff, so I figured out that I can record. So I'm streaming with OBS Streamlabs, but I can record also from regular OBS separately to my own private drive, my other screen, while we stream. Gotta get some sleep. Good hearing what you're working. All right, thanks, JB. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. So I just realized that today, like Ashley came on and I was like, let me give it a shot. I'm like, hey, it works. So, I mean, it seems like an obvious thing, but I never thought of it before. So, plan on sharing the R pro. Oh yeah, I plan on sharing everything when this releases. I mean, it's going to take months to go through everything, maybe even a year. I mean, I developed so many different techniques and whatnot, dude. You know, people are gonna get tired of hearing about it. They're gonna be like, you want to talk about anything else? So Mega Mario says, I'm not an artist, but it's so fun and enjoyable hearing your tips in the 60-second podcast. Almost like watching Scotia. Yeah, I'm going to make more of those for that. Like, it's kind of hard right now to do a 60-second podcast because I can't really talk about this stuff. But the 60-second podcast I'll be doing a lot more of when I can. I just find that those are better when I can actually like teach people something versus just talking about whatever, you know? So I try to do those all like in one take, but I might have to start recording like little bits and putting them together as more like jump cut videos, because some of the more complicated stuff it's kind of tricky to do with one hand. I mean, so far I've done every one of those in one take with one hand, and it's like kind of talking with one hand and moving the phone. I mean, sometimes I've had to do them like 4 or 5 times, you know, because they didn't come out right. But I may have to start doing those in like 10-second bits and then stitching them together. The 10. I know. Doesn't have the same ring to it though. So doing those lines in red lets me color and tint the lines a color like the glove without having to do black on everything. Super nice. I think tomorrow we're going to stream some Copic marker Spider-Man I did. I did a Superior Spider-Man about 10 years ago. Streamed that, and I did a small CD case sized Godzilla Saucy back in 2014 that Gareth Edwards movie came out. Yeah, Mario, on the Star Wars cast, I got it now where I want to stream video behind me while we're doing the show, like retro Star Wars games and stuff. Because I switched all my OBS over to this, so I could do... This version is easier to work with than the other version. So, Odd Racer 2, Racer Revenge will be playing behind me while Jason's talking. That should annoy enough Star Wars fans, you know. Oh yeah, SNES. I'm gonna put the NES ones on there. I'm gonna put the 1980s arcades behind it. I'm gonna put everything, man. I'm gonna put Revenge of the Sith on the Game Boy Advance on there. I'm gonna put Game Boy Star Wars. Remember Game Boy LGN Star Wars? I'll put that back there. I'm gonna put Bombad Racing behind me, man. Yeah, I like the Pirate. I'm not putting up things I hate. I'm just gonna put up games. Older games behind me where we're talking. I actually like Racer's Revenge. I bought that on PS2 back in the day. Oh yeah. Hey, look, that bubblehead work can work, you know, chibi style. It just was executed poorly. But yeah, that's definitely going up. You know, we're definitely putting that one on. I wanted to stream Fortnite while we do the show, but Jason, I think he'll forget. I think he's afraid he might forget. You know, he has to keep his composure. So I'm like, all right, well, this will be the next best thing. Just no sound, you know. But I'm gonna do Yoda stories. I'm gonna grab some footage from Yoda stories and put that. Did you ever play Yoda stories? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. They tried to make one of those like Windows 95 like Minesweeper style, like there's a game in a window, you know? It was kind of like a map exploration game, but it was like it would randomize stuff and you were like Yoda. It was not good. I like Potbelly Sonic. Only when Sonic has a little potbelly. So just stick to my... Yes. We're definitely going to put that on the show. So Sonic is actually being drawn right now? No. No, I'm working on Spawn. I did this years ago. See? Yeah, I came up with like this. So I wanted to stream, but I can't stream any of my art. And rather than me just sitting here with my face, which I tried a couple times, I thought, what if I take my old videos that I recorded? Because I've recorded almost everything I've done for the last 10 years. So, oh yeah, I think for some reason this isn't sped up right here. I don't know why. It's supposed to be. I'll have to check my Premiere file later. I can't open up Premiere. I just noticed the hand isn't moving as fast. Yeah. Oh well, I'll fix it. It's supposed to be moving faster, but I don't know why. I set it to 400. Cool part is, man, I can just do another part 2 tomorrow. None of these videos are really intended to like be the, you know, I can play them over and over again. So, but yeah, it should be playing faster. If that's what you're wondering. I don't know why. My guess is there's 2 videos in each one, and I think one of them did not do the 400 speed like it was supposed to. But I have found that if I open Premiere while I'm using Photoshop, it will crash my Photoshop. So I'll just have to fix that after I'm done tonight. Right. I'm drawing building windows that look like violator eyes. Because I gotta hide. I try to hide skulls and violator shapes and all the different buildings. So Sonic has 2 eyes. Not a fan of the 1 eye 2 people. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I put the blue down there because it looked weird when there was white all the way across. It just didn't look right. So. It was initially supposed to be white, and it just didn't look right, so I filled it in with blue. I'm not for or against it, but if it doesn't look right, then it doesn't look right. Thanks, Trump. Yeah, Pretzel Rocks. Let me see, which song is it? This is Plaza Avenue by Romain Antonin Ruzulieri. I don't fucking know, man. Plaza Avenue and Pretzel Rocks. So I try to find songs that I think sound cool and put them all together, you know. Any of their pre-made lists don't really work for me. So right now I got 23 songs in there, and then on the weekend I'll spend an hour or two digging through and trying to find, you know, I'm trying to build like 100 songs, you know, but we'll see. But it's all YouTube streaming friendly, and I haven't had any DMCA so far, so I usually listen to it, but sometimes I also put on my own music. So like right now, I've listened to this 3 times today, so I need a break. I'm listening to DJ Jazzy Jeff right now. He did a New Jack City mix, which is like all the songs from the mid to late 80s R&B, which my dad used to do security for this radio station, Q106, and they used to play all this stuff, so it wasn't my thing when I was a kid, but it definitely reminds me of my dad. So. Yeah, New Jack Swing. My keyboard's up here sometimes. If you see my hand, it's because I have a mini keyboard attached to the top of my Cintiq to do all my shortcut keys. have a 2-page spread in the background. Or drawn. I still do like ink textures on top. Is it 9:50 already? Man. Flew by too fast, guys. Too fast. Which is good, because I gotta tell you, time was crawling for me these past couple weeks, getting back up to speed. That's why I'm like, I gotta find a way to stream, because I'm losing my will here. Oh yeah. That changes everything, Mario. I think. I get up at 5, so I can do 5:30 today. I can do the half hour. I got started a little late. I mean, I'm not at full speed yet, but I'm getting there. I think sometime next week I'll hit top speed. I'm super excited about that. Oh shit, Johnny! I thought Berserk. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much, Johnny. Appreciate it. Mario says, glad to hear you bring out the funk. Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, it's weird. In the real life, I'm a total introvert. But I did start my career really working in art departments, and working from home and never talking to anybody while I draw is like, really? You know? So the podcast, the Star Wars podcast, I thought would help with that, but sometimes, you know, them Star Wars fans just piss me off. And I don't want to be the Scrooge on the show, so it's like I gotta find a happier medium here, so I don't take out my frustrations on guys who are dying to hear about Bad Batch episode 69, you know? Like, I just... Now, let me know what you think about the game, though, Johnny. You know what I mean? All feedback is welcome. Appreciate it. I'm going to be streaming some older saucies too, Johnny. I streamed the Deathstroke 2 days ago, Batman yesterday. Tomorrow I'm going to stream a little tiny Godzilla I did back in 2014. And I'll be playing the same streams over and over again. So I got so many of these things I've never compiled into speed vids. This is not speeding up right now, so obviously something went wrong there. But I'll fix that. I have another channel for Star Wars. Yeah, Johnny, so for the past 2.5 years, 1 to 5 days a week, depending on how much there is, I've been on a Star Wars channel called Making Star Wars. It's on YouTube. There's a website, makingstarwars.com, with Jason Ward, and Bespin Bulletin, and those guys are like real legit insiders, you know, like Jason had all the scripts for Kenobi before it came out. So like we try to get in like the actual behind the scenes, what's actually going on, and not, you know, being the everything is awesome crowd or everything is Kathleen Kennedy's woke agenda crowd stuff, you know. And I keep it real stupid, you know, like I got little cartoon characters of George Lucas and Dave Filoni, and I have them come out and do stupid jokes. So yeah, we do that randomly throughout the week whenever there's stuff to talk about. Sometimes there's a ton, sometimes there's nothing. Although last week, 2 days ago, we did a show and my audio was way too loud, so I gotta figure out what's causing that on the show. Someone was like, "You check your audio levels." I'm like, they were fine. I don't know what happened. Mario says, "Do I know a Red Letter Media?" Oh yeah, I've been watching Red Letter Media for over 10 years. Yeah, I know them. They're more like, I think we fit more like their mentality, you know what I mean? We definitely fit in with those guys. I don't try to be like them. I think we're of the same age, you know? Podcast you made fun of sound exactly like what they do with the nude. That's because they're making fun of Collider, like old school Collider. Harry and Emeroff used to come on and go, very cool, like that. They were really making fun of what was the one? Was it Screen Junkies? What was the one with Dan Merle and them? They had one, and the other guy that moved to Florida, he had one. Johnny Cook. Oh man, dude, thank you for the super chat, bud. Super. Your saucy watercolors were a huge influence on me, which helped form the foundation of my current glitch pop ink style. Yeah, I appreciate that, Johnny. That's awesome, dude. Always glad to see. Always awesome to see you going to cons, dude, and you know what I mean, setting up the galleries and stuff. You know, I'm super proud of you, dude. You know, you definitely got your own look going on there, dude. You know what I mean? Nobody's doing it like you, so that's a compliment for certain. So I super appreciate that, and I'm super happy for you too, dude. You know, I'll return to watercolor when I got some ideas on what I want to do with it, but for me, I kind of hit like creative wall for a few years, so I took a few years off. But I got some ideas now. I got some ideas on what I want to do. So, isn't Screen Junkies the companies that ruin all those wiki? Yeah, but whatever. I don't know the one Merle was on. He was on the one with the guy who was accused of Me Tooing, and it was bullshit. But I don't like the guy anyway. He's not my dude. I don't like him. But forget his name. I don't even want to say his name here. But there was a lot of these ESPN style shows going on at the time, and that's what the Nerd Crew like spoofs. So they do a great job with it. But yeah. And that all kind of fell apart, you know, right before COVID, if not at COVID, you know. So like, I put our show's more like somewhere between You Can't Do That on Television and Syphil and Ollie. Look, if I could do the whole show as sock puppets, I would. Believe me, I would. A lot of times I'm on that show as a blue ghost, Johnny. Just a blue force ghost. Alright, so gotta clean up this file. To do that thing, doesn't it? It wants to do that thing. Tony says, I've been collecting Sofubi vinyl toys over the last year, mostly kaiju stuff, but looking at a lot of designer vinyl toys, just Sofubi. I mean, Yeah, 5 to 12 chonky. Hey, man, I'd love to do it. You know a toy company that wants to do it, you let me know. I bought the Miles Morales one that oh man, what's his name, dude? I'm brain fart. He's super dope, dude. He does the street style little vinyl ones. He did the Miles Morales, and I got his Black Panther. Because the Miles is the exact kind of color scheme and design I used when I did that sketch way back when, you know? So he's super dope. He's got that street style. I'm definitely trying to add a lot of new shapes to characters on the spawn book. So hopefully maybe Todd, you know, it catches on with people. But you never know, man. I mean, who knows? People might look at what I do and think it's stupid. It got a good laugh, like a legitimate laugh. They previewed the book at New York Comic Con, you know, and it got like legitimate laughs. But now that's not him. It's that dude. It's one guy, man. He's got like the shoelaces are kind of wild with the big feet. He's got a great Ben Reilly one I want to get when I get some free change. Just forget his name, dude. We're friendly on Instagram. I just haven't. I'm horrible with names, Johnny. Horrible with names. But he did the Ben Reilly. He's got a Venom. He did Spider-Punk recently, and he's got the Wonder Woman, Superman, Black Panther. I also like Q-Figs, man. I think Q-Figs does a great job. I got a few of their stuff. I got their Rocketeer, their Jack Burton, the Batman with the Joker head in the jar. That one's dope too. I'm trying to get a foreground element done before I wrap it up. Got this giant foreground architecture. I don't even know what the hell it is. Just nice big shape. Garbage. It says you probably have, but did you see the concept art for Mega Man Zero? I'm in love with how the robot's really soft. Oh yeah, man. Since day one, you know. I mean, I've been following Capcom art since 1988, 89, you know, since the first Mega Man game, you know. But there wasn't a lot. There was like manual stuff. Mega Man 2 is when they really started showing off, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, I know that guy. I intentionally added those kinds of boots to the full figure art in Berserk Boy, you know. Yeah, they're soft because he draws them all in pencil. I don't draw in pencil, so so mine are more ink, you know. But yeah, they have all the rounded edges and stuff are super good. The Mega Man Zero stuff, I think, is like the perfected version of all that. Never really topped that. And I wish they would have given that crew a Mega Man, a Metroid Prime game in that kind of style, right? How cool would that have been? I think these days my inking style, at least digitally, is somewhere between Carlos Maglia and Bill Waters, and like trying to mix that really big thick ink lines with like all the little thin detail lines. But I am excited again to do some more watercolor. I finally got a printer that prints pigmented ink, so I can print out my lines and not have to redraw them, and I can watercolor and not have to, you know, worry about them bleeding and stuff. So I definitely want to start doing more experimentations and want to try and mix that stuff with craft tonal paper and color pencil. right. How am I doing it? It's supposed to be sped up, but I think on the second part of the video it did not do that, so I'm gonna have to fix this video. It was sped up earlier. It's going real time right now and it shouldn't, but I don't know. I've been having all sorts of weird technical glitches the past couple days, but it's like, I'm like, I just want to get my work done. I ain't got time to fix it. So after the stream, I'm going to open that Premiere file up and see if it just didn't save. Sometimes when you go to speed in Premiere and you type in the number, it doesn't actually take. It's weird. I don't know why. But Premiere's kind of a glitchy program anyway. But it's what I have. I actually really prefer the Premiere from 20 years ago. I don't really need any new features. So it's like only what I don't like is it doesn't, the older one didn't let larger files, so I kind of can't even use it anymore because some of these files are just so large. The new one can accept larger files, so that's why I'm stuck using it. But see, Johnny, a lot of people, they never see your work. So you can play old videos while you're making new stuff that you... And, Johnny, I don't know if you missed this, but I'm recording my secret stuff on a separate OBS as I work. So, future videos, you know? But I recorded almost everything I did for 10 years. So I got so many of these things just sitting in storage. All I have to do is speed them up. That's basically it. It's the one thing Premiere didn't do. But whatever. Megamar says, I used to subscribe to Game Informer. And before I even knew who you were, I remember looking at the cover art you did for it once and was awestruck, mostly because it had Chrono and Chrono Trigger as my favorite. Did you record that? Yes, I did. There's a speed video now up with commentary on the YouTube, but I will be playing it behind me. So it is alright. It is already up. I did that. I had that ready for launch. So I think what I did is I recorded the coloring of it. At the time, my drawing portion was a real pain in the ass to do digitally, and like I just didn't want to deal with it. But coloring, I was like totally cool with, so I recorded the coloring of it. Took forever. It took a full week, 15-hour days. So 7 times 15. Let's see here. Hold on. 7. It's a 5. It took me 100 hours. But thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, well, what can I do, man? You know. I could record drawing now, but I just, at the time, I was like nervous, you know. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I used to get more glitches with OBS when I would record digital drawing. I don't know why. It must have been like a graphics card conflict or something. Yeah, I put Mario from Mario RPG on there. Johnny says, I hate after when art full-time I can't read comics anymore. Yeah, I mean, I still buy Savage Dragon. And that's, for me, that's what my mornings on the weekends are for. Reading, you know? I work out during the week in the morning, but then on the weekend I take it for reading, you know? Whether it's a book or a comic or a manga or something. I'm always making sure I'm reading something. But I definitely get it. Plus you gotta pack and move stuff everywhere, and you know, I don't do cons anymore, so you know. Definitely get that. Megan says, I find the best way to read comics nowadays is sit on my phone. Push math and my time. Hey man, I used to read on like my iPad or whatever when Comixology was going great, but then Amazon bought it and tanked it. And now I don't buy any digital comics. So if I could class action lawsuit Amazon over what they did to Comixology, I would. You know. Hey, what's up, man? Deacus, glad you're back. I'm actually about to head out. It's 10:20. I gotta get to sleep. I made good progress. I'm definitely gonna be done with inking this background tomorrow, and then I can move on to. I got foreground. I got one big foreground character, and I got 3 small panels to do. So hopefully I can get through that by Friday, and then get clean up over the weekend. I was hoping to get through 3 pages this week, but like I said, I'm definitely gonna be back in full speed within another week. So that I'm excited about. But the streaming is definitely helping. So I'm going to put a pause here. I'm gonna re-render this video so it speeds, and I'll probably replay it tomorrow. And then we'll also do a Copic Superior Spider-Man, and then we got a saucy Godzilla I did 10 years ago. I'm gonna render out. We'll stream that too. So we got so many things we're doing in so little time. Nice seeing normal speed. Hey man, appreciate it. Yeah. All of the real-time videos are up on my YouTube, so you know you can always. I mean, and I am talking on a lot of those, like with Brandon. Those are old conversations, but 9 times out of 10, I'm usually talking on those too. So if you ever have nothing to do, and you're playing a video game, and you're like, I wish Rob was here hanging out with me now. You can just literally put those on your phone and hear me rant about some stupid shit from several years ago. And then come back here and complain to me about it. I'll be here. All right, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you, Johnny, again, for the loot, man. I super appreciate it. Thank you. Peace.